This hungry rat has a difficult task: to get a piece of cheese. To do this, the rodent will have to pass an obstacle course and be creative.
The rat must find a ladder near the first tripod, raise it so that the ladder reaches the bottom shelf, and get to this shelf by means of a ladder. After this, with the help of the rope that is tied to the ladder, the rat pulls the ladder to the shelf where it sits. Then the rat should take the ladder with its paws and line it up so that it connects the lower and upper shelves. Here, this rat has performed very well. Now she climbs into the upper shelf of the first tripod.
The rat seems to deal with all the obstacles on the way to the delicacy very well, but nobody has ever taught it to solve such problems.
And then there's another rather difficult task, because the rat must use the rope, pull the swing located between the two upper shelves. The rat must sit on the swing and use it to get onto the top shelf of another tripod.
So, it only took the rat half an hour to get to the cheese. Well, one good thing, not all rodents can obtain such brilliant results.
Some rats are not able to solve this problem at all. We had two rats once. One of them managed to pass this obstacle course once, and then, knowing the way, it could get to the cheese very quickly. The second rat could not solve the problem, but it had been watching the first rat, and it has built on the success of its wit. That is, when the first rat put the ladder, the second one tried to climb it. So when the rat climbed into the top shelf, it ran after her.
Biologists have no doubts about the intelligence of laboratory rats. But how would inhabitants of urban cellars deal with these difficult tasks? The scientists decided to conduct an experiment to find out. A white laboratory rat is put into a labyrinth. Sniffing, the animal slowly begins to move forward. When the rat runs into a dead end, it returns to the starting point and goes the other way. Finally, it reaches a treat.
Experiments show that rats only need to go through the maze, even the most difficult one, several times, to draw a map of this labyrinth in her memory. Literally, the third, fourth time the rat runs to the part with the bait, that is, if they always put it in the same place, practically without mistakes. No matter how complicated the labyrinth was, we have not yet managed to come up with something that the rat couldn't solve.
Scientists were amazed when they put a brown, in other words, a street rat, into the maze. Having gone through a series of obstacles once, it no longer strayed in the labyrinth. The rat has memorized its way on the first try.
As a rule, laboratory rats are worse problem solvers than the wild ones.
So, if the rat is determined to get into your house, you can be sure that it will find a way to avoid the traps and will get inside one way or another. These animals can squeeze through tiny holes, approximately 4 times less than the rat itself. They sneak inside through pipes, and pipes that have 4 centimeters in diameter are good enough for them. But the most surprising thing is that rats are cunning scouts, and before getting into the suitable house, it will first develop the exit strategy. It's amazing that animals whose brains are several times smaller than ours can sometimes be more cunning than us. Notice how the rat is exploring new territory. The rodent seems to just be messing around, running chaotically, but in fact, its brain captures most of what the rodent sees and feels, including the distance between objects.
At first, the rat moves quite slowly around this room and often returns to the shelter, to its starting point. In such short bursts, The rat familiarizes itself with the room. The rat is stretched out and it moves slowly, and that is how it gradually accustoms itself to the room. But as soon as this job is done, the picture changes. The rat's movements become very confident.